morning, everybody. I thought I would take you on my morning walk to go collect eggs. Pearl, one of our ducks, she hasn't been laying with everybody in the morning. We usually try to keep them in there extra long so that she will lay, but she has not been staying in the coop long enough to lay an egg. So it's like an Easter egg hunt. Sometimes she drops it out in the run. I don't see it in the run. But Mr. Jack let them out this morning, and I don't think that she laid her egg, which means she probably is laying it in the woods somewhere. And I don't like to go searching in the woods. Oh, speak of the devil, I think she's coming back. Maybe she's coming back to lay her egg because I see her. And, oh, I'm having a hard time. Hold on, I'm putting you down for a second because I can't get the chicken coop open. Woo! Sorry, I'm losing you. Hopefully you stay right there. There we go. Hi, Pearl. Did you lay your egg, Pearl? I'm going to turn you around if I know how. Oh, I don't know how. I know. Tell me, girlfriend. Did you lay your egg this morning? Well, she's running away, so I'm going to take you in the chicken coop. Oh my goodness, I'm wrecking the place. The light fell down. Oh, Mr. Jack's going to be upset with me. All right, I'm going to have to just sit the light right there. All right, it looks like we have one egg, but this is our chicken coop. What we did was we took all our feed bags and we lined the back wall with all of our feed bags. I've been saving them. And the reason we did that is they tend to, when they roost at night on the bar right there and right there, they poop. And the poop was getting all over the wall. So I came up with this idea and I thought, if they poop on the bags, we can just rip the bags down and replace it with new bags instead of worrying about the wall being disgusting. And so far, it is working awesome. It seems to just fall right off the bag, and we're not getting poop all over the bags like we were when it was just the wall. So over here is all our nesting boxes. Now, I have to tell you a story about the nesting boxes. The nesting boxes on the bottom, our neighbors gave them to us. They used to have chickens, and they don't use them anymore. And then Mr. Jack made the upper ones out of cat litter containers. Now, my OGs, my original girls, they refused. They were not laying in here whatsoever. They were laying in the duck coop. And we were getting upset. So we went and bought fake eggs to put in the nesting boxes. I got one egg. This was from Fancy. She didn't lay yesterday, so that's her egg for today. But let me just show you. We have fake eggs. I have one in this one, and then I have 3 down here. Now, they still refuse to go in the upper ones, but it is working. They are going in the lower ones. And I'm hoping that the new girls, when they start laying, that they will lay in the litter box ones. Because we currently have 12 chickens, but right now only 4 are laying. So I'm sure we will get use out of those. So after I do that, Nugget, are you laying an egg over there in the compost pile? Oh, I'm going to have to check the compost pile. Okay, so then I come over to the duck coop. And there should be a nest. Uh-oh. I see a soft-shelled egg. That is not good. So, this here is a soft-shelled egg with nothing in it. So, I have to keep an eye on this. It does happen every once in a while. It is good that it came out. Sometimes it doesn't come out and it causes major problems. I'm wondering, well, before I speak, let me check the other side where the nest is. Okay, so there's 3 eggs. Pearl was sitting on these eggs this morning, and she's usually the one that, I'll show you the nest. They always make a hole, and then they lay in there. And as you can see, there's 3 eggs, and there should be 4 that are laying. So that means somebody laid a soft-shelled egg. I'm thinking it might have been Pearl. I'm not positive, because Pearl wouldn't come out this morning. She was in the coop for a while, until all her friends were screaming and yelling. So I'm wondering if she's the one that laid the soft-shelled egg. Somebody laid a soft-shelled egg. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. And I'm going to give them extra calcium. So I'm going to get some oyster shells and put the oyster shells in their feed. That will strengthen the eggs. What are we doing over here? Nugget, why are you in the compost pile? You better not lay an egg in here, because Mommy doesn't want to go digging. Okay? That's Nugget. She's a good girl. She's one of Mr. Jack and I's favorite chickens. She's so sweet. She comes and talks to us and gets treats on the deck, along with Patty, who you all know is my favorite. So we got 4 duck eggs so far and 1 chicken egg, which is good, because the chickens, they lay throughout the day. It looks like everybody needs fresh water, and I want to get some of that oyster shell. So I'm going to put the eggs down over here. As you can see, I have the supervisors following me around. What are you doing, supervisor? The other supervisor is, I don't know, probably eating chicken poop. Okay, so I'm going to get some oyster shell. I hope it's not dark in here in my she shed. So, let me show you. This is the oyster shell crushed up. And that's what we do. We put some of the oyster shell in with their food. They don't need a whole lot, but it will help. So, I should have showed you. Let me put this back and then I will go show you. I know these are bad angles of me. Awful. I'm on YouTube looking terrible. Okay, so there's their feed. Theodore, not for you. And it has oyster shell in it. And that will strengthen the eggs, whoever's laying the soft shell egg. Hopefully that will take care of that issue. So, I need to get in the garden real quick. So I'll take you with Lulu. What are you doing? Are you eating chicken poop? Huh? Louie? How do you keep your dog from eating chicken poop or even rolling in it? Theodore, you coming with Mama? Okay, so I'm in the garden. I usually, after I take care of the animals, I come check out the garden, make sure that nothing got in here and completely destroy my garden. But so far so good. Everything's looking good down this end. Let me show you this beautiful flower. Isn't she pretty? Isn't that a pretty flower? Okay. I'm hoping to get some. Oh, the yellow tomatoes are starting to turn. I actually have one small one to be harvested. There's a little yellow tomato that was ready. I have quite a few other yellows that are almost ready. Yesterday, I finally canned up the first of hopefully many more tomato products. I canned 6 half pints of pizza sauce. Mr. Jack and I, we make a lot of homemade pizzas, and we go through a lot. I'm gonna yank out these peas. And throw them over for the chickens. These peas were done, so I'm gonna yank them out and give them to the chickens. I usually will throw over the fence anything that is dead for the chickens. That one is still okay. I don't know if it'll survive. And that one, that's not looking so good. I'm gonna toss that too. Slowly things are disappearing in my garden. The bed next to it, as you can see, is empty. That's done for the season. Kind of depressing, but it is also exciting because I can start amending beds and getting them ready for fall or for winter, and start planning my garden for next year, because I have big plans again for next year because we are expanding. So I don't think there's any more grape tomatoes ready, but I know I gotta go over and get everything looks okay, making sure nothing got in here and munched all my veggies. Everything looks good, but I gotta pick some tomatoes. All right, so let me show you. There's some, but I have a row of them, so I'm gonna go down and see what we can pick, because I want to be able to start canning spaghetti sauce. That is a big boy. See how big it is? Bigger than my hand. That's nice. Is this one ready to be picked? Oh, that's another big boy. It's exciting that I can finally start picking tomatoes. It's the one thing that I'm constantly like counting down. Uh-oh. There is a corn knocked down. I don't know if something got it or not. Let me see if I can show you. I don't know if you can see, but in the back, I'm scared to go back there because I think I said in another video, I saw a big snake back there. So now I'm always terrified to go back there. We have a giant pumpkin growing back there. So I might go back to see, but there is a corn laying down and I don't know why. All right, let me finish with my tomatoes. All righty. We are gonna be getting another big old one. And I'm not going to be canning today, but these tomatoes will sit on the windowsill. That way they can ripen a little bit more. That's on the other side. I don't know if I can reach it from here. Oh my goodness, my apron is already getting weighed down. Roma. The other ones are beef steaks. It's a funny looking Roma. I think I'm gonna leave the rest on the vine. I probably should go around to the other side. I can't see, but I'm scared to go over there, but Theo, what are you doing? Theo's in there. Let's see if you can see him. Theodore, what are you doing? He likes to lay in the corn, but I'm pretty sure that wasn't him that did that. Let's see if I can show you. I don't know if you can see the big giant pumpkin back there that grew. I'm gonna get Mr. Jack in here today. He was working last night, so he's sleeping. But there is one corn down, and it does look like something was maybe walking around in there. I don't think it's pulled out of the ground. Maybe it fell down. Maybe the pumpkin pushed it out of the ground. I don't know. I'll have Mr. Jack come in here when he wakes up. Hi, Lulu. I'm gonna go around to the other side of Theodore. We're not staying in here, buddy. It's like a jungle in here. Ah, noodle bean down, noodle bean down. Oh, noodle bean. I had to pick it up. Oh, I guess I should see if any noodle beans need to be harvested. Yepper. There's one. If you wait too long to do the noodle beans, they get too tough, I noticed. So I try not to let them get too big. But I'm telling you, I feel like every day I'm coming in here and I'm harvesting noodle beans. These things just reproduce like crazy. They all look small. Yeah, they're all still small. Okay. All right, let's see. I think they all can wait for another day or two on the vine, especially if I'm not canning today. If I was canning today, I would pick them. But since I'm not canning, I'm just gonna let them finish ripening on the vine. I don't remember where I left off, but I did do 6 half pints of pizza sauce yesterday. We are going to try it tonight. We're going to have pizza for dinner tonight because we actually just ran out of our pizza sauce that we canned last year. I made enough pizza sauce for the entire year. Mr. Jack and I just ran out, and we have pizza most of the time once a week. Sometimes we'll skip a week, but that just tells you how much pizza sauce I made last year that we just ran out. Luigi, don't you eat my tomatoes. I usually don't let Louie in here because he helps himself to everything. What are we doing? Come on, you and Theodore. You gonna come out? Theo, I'm not gonna be able to let you out. Come on. Come on, you two. So that's what I do. I come in here, I check for veggies, and even if I'm not picking, what I'm doing is just looking to see, like, okay, I'll probably have to come back tomorrow because I'm going to have to get the rest of those tomatoes that are ripening. Also, the beans probably will have to be harvested again. It seems like every other day I'm coming out. I was coming out here every day. So then I decided, okay, that's just crazy. So now I'm coming out every other day to harvest beans. But tomatoes are looking really good. If you remember in our original videos, we were really nervous because we didn't think we were going to have a good crop for the tomatoes. And I'm currently looking at our grapevine. I did do some research since the last time I put a YouTube out, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I do know that I have to prune this year, but I don't see any kind of fruit, so I don't know what it's going to take to have it fruit. Hopefully next year, because it never grew like this. Let me show you. I am literally under the canopy of my grapevines. They did take a beating from the Japanese beetles. I hope that didn't cause a big issue. I also don't know, do grapevines flower? Because I haven't seen any flowers. I never even thought about that. Like, is that how they pollinate? I don't know. This is, like I said, all new to me. But it looks beautiful. The grapevines have just completely covered this trellis. Come on, Theodore. Theodore, come on. Here he comes. Come on, buddy. Come on, baby. We're going out. Mommy needs to shut the door. Come on. Or the chickens will get in. Come on, baby. Come on. So, hopefully one of these years I'm going to have grapes, and I will be so excited. I love grapes. So is Mr. Jack, and I'd really like to make some grape products. Last year I did make grape jelly for the first time. Super exciting, but it wasn't from this. We have wild grapes that grow down in our driveway. I don't know anything about them either. I was told that they only produce berries like every other year or every couple years or something. Mr. Jack, I've had him keeping an eye on them to see if possibly we could harvest some again this year. It was my first time canning grape jelly, and it was a little either too runny or too thick. So I've learned some things since then about doing jelly. I've made many a jelly since then. So now I should be able to, it tasted good, even though it wasn't the right consistency, but we'll see. Meat birds are already taken care of. Mr. Jack takes care of the meat birds. He moves them every day, twice a day, and he gives them food and water. They're over there in the chicken tractor. All my chickens, it looks like they are in the woods. The ducks are in the pond. So everybody is good. The chores are all done. I didn't take you when we let them out. The only thing I've showed you is us collecting the eggs. But just wanted to give you a quick tour on what we do and the chaos that usually we have in the morning. I didn't put you through, but I'm sure you've seen in other videos how we have ducks screaming and yelling to get out, and the chickens come flying out at us. And but just show you our tomato harvest in my bag and 2 noodle beans. So I'm gonna take them in. Oh, I gotta go get my egg basket that I left over here and take the eggs in. The chicken eggs are usually clean, so they just get put on the counter. The duck eggs usually have poop on them because they are super messy ducks. If you're considering ducks, it is a huge, huge, huge responsibility. They are extremely messy and smelly, so I have to clean their coops constantly, which is awful. So if you don't want that responsibility, do not get ducks. They are cute, they are funny, but they are messy. Their eggs are usually dirty, so I do usually lightly wash them to get the poop off. The eggs from yesterday are still in there. I just grabbed this basket off the counter. I had a very productive, crazy day yesterday with canning and with cleaning and trying to get some things done. But I'm going to go clean all these eggs, the duck eggs. At least get the poop off. I don't scrub them because then if I were to scrub them, then you have to put them in the fridge, and we don't put our eggs in the fridge. Usually we use them and we give them away or we sell them. Oh, my ducks are coming. What we doing, ladies? Huh? You want to come be on camera? This is my 2 Welsh Harlequin ladies. This is Pearl and Hazel. What you doing, ladies? I know, Nugget. Hi, ladies. Are you coming to go get a drink and eat? Huh? They are... Oh, why are we way in the woods? Come on, Colonel. Okay, so the rooster is crowing and he is way in the woods. Come on, you're gonna get eaten. Come on. Oh, I see a big spray paint on one of the trees, and it looks like Mr. Jack probably did that because he's clearing an area for our pigs for in the spring. He got in there with his tractor the other day and is making room to put the electric fence up. So, oh, there's all the babies. What, ladies? What are you doing? Oh, Hazel, what is on your head? Is that hair missing? Huh? I'm gonna have to check her head out. Oh, there's my OG ladies and the roosters. Colonel, what were you doing, Colonel, yelling like that in the woods? Huh? What were you yelling in the woods for, Colonel? Huh? And look at that. All your ladies are in the woods and you're not taking care of them. Colonel, go find your ladies. So, here's our chickens. These are my older girls. I call them the OGs. And that is the General, our rooster. We are trying to find him a new home. But he is obsessed with Marcella, that chicken right there for some reason. He really likes her. And here's all the other chickens coming out of the woods, and the ducks, and Louie. Louie, you getting them out of the woods? Huh? Oh, Colonel's over there getting his ladies. You counting them all, Colonel? Make sure you got them all. Yeah, he's talking. He's got them all. I counted them. That's Fajita. She needs a haircut. She's a crazy chicken. She is, Mr. Jack calls her our special chicken. She always needs a haircut. And if you don't give her a haircut, she runs into the fences, the walls. She cries because she can't find her friends. She can't see, so she does have to get a haircut. She also, we noticed, is low man on the totem pole. She gets picked on, and I read that you have to keep an eye on Polish chickens because the other chickens will peck at their afros, which is sad. So I do keep an eye on her. She seems to be fine. She also is missing a toenail on her foot, which I discovered when we first got her. I thought maybe it would grow in, and it never did. Did I leave the duck coop open? I think I did. I'll have to go back out and shut it. No big deal though. The chickens like to roam around in the duck coop during the day. So we noticed she didn't have a toenail. I thought it would grow in. it has not grown in. So we call her our special bird. The only thing with that is she will use her toe to scratch instead of her nail. So we have to make sure that she doesn't injure her toes and that they become raw and she gets any kind of infection or anything. So we do have to keep an eye on her. We call her our special bird, but that's okay because we have a special dog and a special cat that needs special needs. And so I guess we take on the special need animals. Nugget is here. Nugget is up on the deck, which is not allowed. We normally do not let the chickens on the deck, but Nugget and Patty do get treats. Usually when we're having coffee in the morning, Mr. Jack and I, they come up to talk to us. I always say Patty comes and gossips with us and tells us what went on in the coop all night long, because she just talks and talks and talks. So I usually give them treats. So that's why she was up here looking for treats, but there's no treats, only in the morning. So anyway, that is our quick little morning tour, and stay tuned for the next video, and thanks for stopping by.